Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out the Touhou Makuka Sai Fantastic Danmaku Festival Part 3. Man, it just rolls off the tongue. Running on PC. Well, it actually does roll off the tongue, just not if you're an American. Let's turn PC going on. Hardly. As expected, those guys have unleashed an even more intense anomaly. This eerie aura has reached even my shrine. How shameless. But why are so many people in my shrine? I've contributed my power last time too. Everyone present deserves a share. Yukari, are the tools prepared earlier truly effective for this anomaly? Though we prepared it in advance, we still need to practice before handing them over. After all, there is a new member here. The human village keeps suffering yokai attacks, yet Kayane is missing. Yeah, we'll learn basic controls, why not? First, let's begin with fundamental controls. Good, now try shooting to take down some enemies. However, the real enemy won't just sit there and take hits, you know. First, remember the concept of hitbox. It's quite important, you see. There's a center point display at the center of our body, and only when this point is hit will it be counted as a hit. Now try to dodge the opponent's bullets. This is the essence of a bullet hell games after all. Well done, but this level of bullets is still far from a true Danmaku. When facing a real Danmaku, you'll need to make good use of slow movement. Moving slowly makes it easier for us to align the hitbox and slip through the narrow gaps between bullets. Now try switching between high speed and low speed movements to find the gaps in the bullet patterns. Seems you've grasped the essence of a Danmaku evasion. Yet even veterans can be overwhelmed by certain bullet densities. When you sense inescapable doom, unleash your spell card without hesitation. Spell cards obliterate bullets while devastating enemies, your ultimate trump card. But they're strictly limited in battle, so deploy them strategically. Oh, hi, Wolf. Getting hit before activation wastes a card. Maintain absolute focus. Okay. Though some fanatics would rather die artistically than use cards. How quaint. The anomaly warps enemy bullet physics beyond predictable patterns. Now then, your progress thus far is most satisfactory. Next, we'll discuss critical matters regarding resolving this incident. Listen carefully. Remember, only 3 types of items are safe. All others are unknown and dangerous. This is Tsukumi Dango. Collect it to gain life fragments. Every 5 fragments grants an extra life. Miss allowance +1. Defeating powerful enemies may drop full lives, so exterminate them thoroughly. Next, Fushi. Collecting these increases bomb stock, your bullet clearing chances. More bombs means better survivability against these intense Danmaku. 5 fragments compose a full bomb. Occasionally, complete bombs may drop during stages for emergency use. This crystalline substance, Lunar Stone, emerged from the anomaly. These enemy drop stones contain chaotic energy driving yokai mad. But we can harness this energy too. You'll see how soon. All other projectiles flying towards you must be treated as threats. What if items scatter beyond collection capacity? When overwhelmed, move to the screen's upper section to trigger absorption. This screen top collection gathers all items instantly. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Master this technique to prevent resource loss. So take some chances by the top of the screen in order to gather things. Oh yeah, I mean all these Danmaku style games they have their own quirks. It'd be silly to skip them. I mean I know some people like to find out the hard way, but usually there's very, very specific things you have to do. Corrupted enemies now summon familiars that attack alongside them. No guarantee that I'll remember all this stuff, just so you know. However, the summoner disintegrates all their familiars. Disintegrating familiars convert surrounding bullets into shards. Let's practice defeating familiar-controlled enemies first. The classic symbiotic combat system. What if enemies spam familiars as shields indefinitely? Familiar summoning drains the host's stamina significantly. In most cases, familiar damages transfer partially to their masters. Okay. Aha! So attacking familiars can exhaust hard-to-reach enemies. Precisely. Notably, some autonomous familiars now wander without apparent masters. Could there be hidden manipulators? Though their energy source remains unknown, these weaklings pose no threat. Treat them as regular enemies. Now, for the crucial part. To counter the anomaly, we've crafted a Suka Lantern. This will be your new tool. By using the energy of this incident as fuel, even your attack traits can be strengthened. When you wield the Suka Lantern with different attack loadouts, it will manifest in varied forms of enhanced assaults. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is a lot. But yeah, I get it. The more practice, the better. That's why you can freely switch your power types to foes and battles as if you were playing with them. Now then, try switching power type and feel the difference for yourself. Right button. Interesting they chose to use the trigger buttons. So now you've got yourself some powerful Danmaku attacks too. In addition, the light of the Suka Lantern can slightly weaken the defenses of enemy familiars. That's Suka. How rare for her to actually be useful. Now then, this is where things get more important. This lantern absorbs the energy that causes incidents and turns it into its own power. And when the energy is full, it will automatically release it, boosting our firepower to a level close to an incident. So, those so-called Danmaku from before that didn't even deserve to be called Danmaku, were those your enhanced attacks? Not at all. I'll explain that point in detail now. When the lantern releases energy, we fall into a temporary incident state, but by burning that energy through the lantern, our reason is kept from descending into madness. Oh, okay, a little rough on the translation. Let's call this temporary lapse into an incident state. Frenzy, for now. During Frenzy, you can withstand a single fatal blow, and it will absorb all surrounding energy and items. At that point, you no longer need to go up to collect items. However, in battle, it continuously consumes energy. If there are no enemies, stopping your shots will slow the consumption. You can sustain Frenzy by replacing energy, but it can't last forever. Once it reaches its limit, it will automatically enter cooldown. I see, so if I want to clear enemy bullets or stop Frenzy, I can release it myself. Of course, if you want to end the current Frenzy state, immediately just press the spell card key. The stored energy will be released at once, erasing nearby bullets and converting them back into energy. So if we release it manually, then the lantern is near its limit, or when the lantern is near its limit, we can recycle the energy more efficiently. Good idea. You should try it for yourself. Now then, why don't you first experience the power of the Suka Lantern with your own body? Okay. But I told you already, this mysterious power is very dangerous. Let's hope the Suka Lantern can withstand this level of energy. And if it can't, what will happen? Most likely you'll lose control and fall into a rampage, just like yokai who carried it before. So it's the same as when Suka was infected by that energy. If that happens, you'll be the first one I punch. Sounds exciting. I still don't know exactly what will happen if you go berserk. That's why you must be cautious. Remember, this lantern responds to the will of the user. If you fall into rampage, it may no longer protect you. Oh, I guess I can't mess around then. And as my request, you must face this incident as a team. No way, I don't want that. Moving together is for each other's sake. If one of you is struck, your partner has 1 second to make up for that mistake. Like that would ever happen. Raimu, it's better to be careful. Looks like the two of you are best suited to act together. Huh? Me with this half-baked shrine maiden from another shrine? Oh my, looks like we're a team after all. Take this seriously. I can't exactly tell whether you're in real mortal danger or not. You'll definitely save me, right? I'll keep an eye on Madasa. That said, to perform this support, you'll need to spend 2 spell cards. Okay. If you have fewer than 2 spell cards left, you won't be able to activate the support. Now then, let's practice using support spell cards. Short time to hit B. Okay. I think I'm doing it too soon, though. Has to be right after your hit. It's pretty tricky timing. It's only like 3 frames. Good. With an ally support, we can make far more efficient use of the Suika lantern. When we enter frenzy and fight, even more energy will appear around us. At that time, your partner can gather the energy from the air, and once enough is collected, it can be refined into crystal and handed over. This crystal serves as a reserve of energy, and when your own energy runs low, you can replenish it by using a crystal. Oh, that means the fuel will never run out. I'll stuff a whole bag full before we head out. No, you can't. A crystal is still a raw cluster of exposed energy, so for safety's sake, you can only carry up to 3 at most. It's fine. Things are way more fun when they're a little dangerous. Madasa, I really don't want to be fighting enemies while also having to deal with you going berserk. Alright then, I'll show you how to refine the energy once. After that, you two try, using a crystal yourselves. Press Y to charge energy after enter frenzy state, huh? Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. Y. The PC version of Y. So used to playing games on a Switch controller. Alright, our team is really starting to look the part. I can't help but feel a little worried. You half-baked shrine maidens, just don't drag me down. Now then, let's head out to resolve this incident. I wish you all the best of luck in battle. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. That's a very complicated game. Art's really nice, though. Good music, too. Really messing up. That is my first time. I'm sorry. Never thought bugs would get so bold under moonlight. Welcome to the night bug spectacle. Humans night walking with lanterns, joining our firefly parade. I've outgrown bug hunting ages ago. Or ages. So you're the puppeteer behind these insects. Correct. The lunar rays have amplified our bioluminescence. We're the stars now. Another yokai drunk on borrowed power. Silver lining in reoccurring anomalies. I remembered bug repellent this time. We're on the clock. No time to linger. How dare you ignore such radiance? Let us demonstrate our newfound power. So, stage 2. Music's really catchy. Wait, time out! Harnessing this energy actually boosted extermination efficiency. Rare to see Yukari make something useful. Lady Yukari might be listening through the lantern. Oh, yeah, I see a couple people playing it. I know that. I mean, shmup is such a dead genre. It's kind of a shame it is where it is, but at least we have some dedicated individuals making new and exciting shmups. They're kind of in the spirit of the original shmup teams. You know, I mean, shmup teams were very, very small. Okay. What's the sound? Deeply unsettling. I know, sometimes people watch new shmup videos and they just kind of assume that they're all one credit runs. It's like, no, I need to play the game first before I can do a one credit run. I know maybe some people don't want to see the struggle, but they just want to see the results. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was like the very top of the screen you had to go to, but that's only the 3/4 point. Still dangerous, but not as risky as I thought it would be. said, it's only like 3 frames. It's real tough. Give me a break. Dangerous yokai swarming this place. Come to think of it, we haven't come across that familiar face yet. Are you talking about the yokai who enchants humans with her song? Stench of blood. This area shouldn't have so many corpses. Wasn't this place a suicide hotspot? These whispers, they've been echoing in my ears since earlier. Probably coming from that thing ahead. What is this? Have you seen such yokai in Gensokyo? Come to think of it, why does everyone here share a common language? In the outside world, we'd need to learn languages to talk with weirdos. Take that question to Yukari. Can't comprehend, but it's initiating combat. Cares what it is, just exterminate it. Nice patterns. Boy, this is incredibly well done. I hope the community kind of rallies behind it if they haven't already. Like, I'm so used to playing like, you know, very half-baked shmups, mostly coming out of Europe. Escaped. Bizarre entity. First time encountering a language barrier in Gensokyo. Gensokyo? Skipping arguments makes things easier. Easier? You let get away. Oh, sure, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not skilled enough to be a hardcore player, but I do love these games. And I do eventually try for a 1-credit run, although, you know, for me it takes months. Or sometimes years. Like in the case of Radiant Silvergun. Pochi will be ready soon. Why YouTube? Oh, okay. Now we're really getting into it. mochi decoy can escape me. Let's pursue. I'll cover you with barriers. Pretty good barrier. Oh, I'll need it apparently. This game's so good. I mean, it really deserves a Switch release. Like so much of this audience is on the Switch, Nintendo Switch. Maybe someday it'll happen. I don't know. I think if they could pull it off, they'd make some money off of it. See that hit. Assuming I can't hit these things. They look like unhittable things. Clearly barred entry, yet you persist. You distributed festival invites only to turn guests away? Wrong. Suspects can't refuse Shrine Maiden investigations. You admitted you're not guests. How contradictory. You vandalized our festival without concrete evidence. The proof floats motionless in the sky. Ayente is doing. Was it the Eternal Night incident you're doing, investigators? Such a silver-tongued rabbit. Told you, chatty foes require physical persuasion. Yeah, no escape route. Fooled you. This mystic mortar makes me invincible. Kind of nice they didn't like just pour on the difficulty from stage one. It's a real gradual build-up. So many of these games just stage one madness, you know. Which maybe the audience wants that, but you know, I like to have the difficulty just gradually get more intense. I'm glad I picked the normal difficulty too. I would imagine easy would have been too easy. But I'm glad a too easy option exists. That's what turns off a lot of players if they jump into these Danmaku games just being too hard, just giving up too early. It's nice they do force you to use both speeds. Cheaters, where'd you get that? Says the rule breaker. Contest the mortar's origin. It summons aberrations. Well, for most fascinating dream. Typical, just as suspected. Dream manipulation remains their primary method. Raimu, disturbance on the mountains. Yeah, it does seem easier. But again, that's okay, because you want new players to be able to play your game. But they give you a harder option, so you don't, you can play it in a more traditional difficulty if you want to. I'm a firm believer in difficulty options. Especially as I get older. Tracking the bullets. Unfortunately, my weak red bias now showing. Change that shortcut button. I have a controller with back pedals, and I guess the shortcut I use for TFD is the pause button in this game. Go down to the title. Let's try another character. I mean, I don't expect to get to the last stage today. Not on our first play. So I usually like to see all the different characters. Then I can pick a favorite. Oh, the HUD is laid out different too. Okay. A little bit more effort into this than most developers would ever do. Though I would normally turn off a HUD so I can have a pure black screen. Just a little less distraction, but I think it's okay in this game. We'll leave it on. if I like this character better or not. It's definitely different. Sometimes they don't make characters different enough in a shmup, and they sort of feel a little too samey, but this character is very different. These bugs seem to be leading the way. Really? I was just enjoying the night view. Came alone, got saddled with shady gadgets and shadier company by that Gap Hog. Or Gap Hag. Oh, even the dialogue's different. Welcome to the night bug spectacle. Okay, well this part's the same. Oh, me, I'll try firefly catching this time. We're on urgent business, mage. Follow the fireflies to something wonderful. Pass, persist, and I'll incinerate you with your bugs. Underestimating insects, are we? Let us demonstrate our newfound power. Yeah, the dialogue is mostly different. Again, unexpected level of detail. A lot of care went into this. I'm glad I picked this up. I wasn't like 100% sure on it. But, you know, I'll always play a shmup, even though we've been burned many times on shmups over the years. Cease fire! Overhyped weaklings. Yukari's gadgets make clean up a breeze. The changes in Gensokyo grow ever stranger. Oh yeah, I totally don't remember about the bombs. Like I'm one of those gamers that's used to not using bombs ever. It's old habit from Raiden, you know. Just because, you know, I'm used to games where the bombs are like a very limited resource, but you can gain bombs. I mean, not super easy, but you know, it's not like a rare resource. An eerie noise. Huh? I didn't hear anything. But yeah, it's okay to remind me of my fatal mistakes all the time. I will make a ton. don't know if I like this character more than the last. It's a different playstyle. I'm glad it's so different. I hit the bomb on the right time on that one. Alright, the frenzy state. Yeah, this has a lot to keep track of in this game. Creepy place. Would be scary alone. I can faintly hear a strange noise. Could that be her song? This isn't so much singing as is the wailing of departed spirits. Suicide's mass grave. Sometimes I envy their decisive endings. Jeez, talking like an old man again. Unfortunately accurate. I am a millennium-old crone brat. Focus, the source is ahead. Another cursed being like you? I might eliminate you before dealing with that. Is it communicating? Vocal patterns unlike any human or yokai. Whatever. Haunted house challenge round 2. Whispering abomination. I don't know, what if he's just asking for like a lemon cookie recipe? That'll be embarrassing. Makes perfect sense in TFD. Makes no sense in this game. Escaped just when it got interesting. Its movements are skin crawling. Maybe Alice made another creepy doll. Then her craftsmanship's deteriorating since the haunted house. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. And they give you just like all that tutorial just right up front. Which is the right way to do it, don't get me wrong. But it is also very hard to remember in the middle of bullet patterns. Much risk. Much risk. Mochi will be ready soon. You and her? Seriously? Yeah, it's nice that it forces you to use fast and slow movement. A little more technique. A lot of technique going on in this game. Trust me, I'll apprehend that bastard. I always do worse the second time. I play a game. Freaking curse, I tell you. It's just because I think too much about what I did the first time and I want to try to avoid it the second time, and then I just end up making more mistakes. Like 10 tries later, I finally feel comfortable. It's also a different character, but you know, that's not a great excuse on my part. What button was for the mode switch. Not the button I'm hitting. Your tenacity astounds. Creating Aintai during the exhibition? Shameless. Master of playing victim, aren't you? Recall who sent assassins during the haunted house event. That magician was among them too. Guilty as charged. No need to point weapons at little old me, right? Herb-stealing thieves get no quarter. Ontological specimens, I insist. Detestable, but anything to inconvenience Kaguya. Oh dear, punishment awaits. Fooled you. This mortar trumps thieves any day. No. Sorry, baby. What's going on? Yeah, I was trying to remember what the button was for the mode switch, the shot types. I mean, this game actually uses all the buttons. Sorry, I gotta pet the cat first. Okay. really fun patterns, too. I yield! Stop! Since when do you wield weird artifacts? This device's reliability is questionable. A certain sage's work. Want me to blast through? Just doing my job. Total loss. Got beat for nothing. Promotion on the run. No time to lose. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm fine of where the buttons are. I just need to remember what they are. I mean, they're not weirdly placed, I guess I should say, on the default setup. Maybe if I was playing on keyboard, they'd be a little weird. Top right button. Seems the wild power can't shake you, can it? Kaine, what are you doing here? Please go back. Antai is extremely dangerous right now. Moku? What are you doing here? I should be the one asking. Kaine, why are you here? The history teacher flipped her lid again, just like the last time, only even more feral. The folks from Aintai have been scattering suspicious glowing stones all over the village. Night has mysteriously ground to a halt again. This has to be their doing. I must keep people from going to Aintai. So, that's your logic for setting the mountain ablaze? You two really are peas in a pod. Hey, are you calling me an arsonist? That wildfire never really existed. It was just a fabricated history I created. When the full moon rises, I turn into a beast. What I wield is the power to create history. Aintai is scheming something perilous, luring everyone to go there. For the safety of the village's people, I have to do whatever it takes. No. I know Kaine's character well. Even when she went feral before, she never did anything like this. Those things are influencing her too. Look, she's giving out the same aura as those glowing stones. She's under their control as well. Impossible. I've always protected the human village. I'm I'm safeguarding the history of humans and of Gensokyo. There is absolutely nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Let's rip that instant power right out of her. Maybe then she'll snap back to normal. You're not the usual Kaine. Relax. I'll wake you up in no time. I must, before Gensokyo's history veers off course. Stop it all. Paid attention for I stopped paying attention for 1 split second. Just need total concentration. Just one look at the artwork. What am I? Oh, now that's quite the haul. Going back to your usual self now, Kaine. Actually trying to harness this power? That's incredibly dangerous. Relax, we're far more prepared than you think. Don't worry. Truly going to Aintai? That's right. This time I'm settling every single score. Old and new in one go. Okay. With me, the know-it-all magician, tagging along, everything will be fine, right? Please be careful and don't overdo it like last time. You're such a nag. Relax. Oh, I'm not grazing. That button. get that perfect frame. Okay, though. I think we're doing okay for a first-time play. Objects. Capital Expo was really something this year. Hard to believe it's held in that gloomy old mansion. And Kaguya saw was putting on those flashy, self-glorifying stunts. We got a report about troublemakers in the exhibition hall, so it was you lot. It's that rabbit whose stare makes your eyes spin. Listen up, I'll go easy on everyone except Kaguya. Hand her over so I can eat her up, and then I'll leave. Hey, talking like that makes you sound like a thug, Miss Mobile. What? So these are... and dangerous elements have teamed up to come here? Hold on, I'm totally on board with you brawling everyone here, Miss Mokyo. Cut the crap. You guys made a mess everywhere. I could tell it was Kaguya's idea with my eyes closed. This is the Lunar Capital Expo hosted by Her Highness, the Princess. I won't let you run wild here. If you want to cause trouble here, I'll show you the terror of Lunar Capital technology. Even fully armed, you can't stop me. If you're smart, you can get out of the way. You think you can run wild because you won't die undead? This time I'll beat you until you don't have the strength to revive. The important Lunar Capital Expo hosted by Her Highness, the Princess. There's no way we'll let you destroy it. Closer to normal full game. power. If I can break the examination or Danmaku rules, I'll show you what true madness really is. My red bias going on. Watch out! Come over here! Not paying attention. Okay, I think I need to give my eyes a rest. So why don't we stop it there for today? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Touhou Makuka Sai, a fantastic Danmaku Festival Part 3 running on PC. Yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this. This is incredibly well done. I think certainly if you're a fan of shmups, then you should pick this up. It's at a very reasonable price too, so you know, there's not many excuses not to have it. It's good character variety, good level variety. You know, really great bullet patterns, and I think even if you're jumping into shmups as a new player, I think this is something that you could still get into without feeling too overwhelmed. Although, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do. So the only thing that's really overwhelming are the controls. The game itself is I think, very friendly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. I had to go blink a couple times.